Okay, so basically, this is Como again, Jalal. I'm gonna be streaming the Battle Dome again, yeah, using my team, which I call the Gucci Gang. As you should know, in case that you remember, I actually had posted on the Smogon forum several times using my team. As you can see, it's a Jolie slacking that I'm using. You can actually find on the link below a paste of the team that I'm using, and you can actually use it yourself. But basically, I'm using choice band slacking. As you can see, I have it outspeed to outspeed Sceptile and Ditchu on the Dome. As you should know, Dome Pokemon have reduced IVs, which totally makes slacking a complete monster, especially considering that slacking is just gonna obtain a lot of KOs, especially when you're using Hyper Beam or Double Edge, especially all of those. So as you can see, I got Earthquake and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball for the Psychics, for Dusclops, Gengar, and Earthquake for the Steel types. I also got my Suicune, which is the same exact Suicune that I use on my Battle Tower teams. It's the exact same, I didn't change anything. Of course, it could be optimized, but I just felt like a little bit just too lazy to actually bother in and updating the EV spread. And lastly goes my Latias. As you can see, it's a Modus Nature now. TS works perfectly fine on Dome. Of course, you can use Latios, but which would be a little much better. But I just want to use Latias mostly. Alright, so I'm gonna go inside into the Battle Dome. I'll probably gonna upload this team file. Also, just so that you're completely aware. Also, I'm gonna be using the calculator. As you can see here, I have my sets loaded, and you can see it in here. I got Suicune, Slacking, and Latias. All of my custom sets had been exported, so as you can see them here exactly. And I also got the sheet. Okay, so going back to the game, we're gonna try to go into. As you can see, my record right now it's on 35, so I'm gonna go and try to go into 50. Okay, so wait, let's see who's our first opponent, and as you can see, it's Birdkeeper Duck. So, okay, so Birdkeeper Dirk, and we're gonna look it up. I'm gonna be able to see which are the moves that he has, and as you can see, this Pokemon that he can use are set 1 to 4. So, we're gonna go back to here. Is skilled at enfeebling, then attacking. Emphasizes attack. I think that on Bulbapedia you can actually find the descriptions of the Battle Dome. I don't remember exactly which one meant. I don't remember top of my head what enfeebling means, if I'm being honest. But I think that it has to with the moves that they are using. Okay, so we know so far that Duck it's gonna emphasize on attack. And as you can see, we also know that his team has Salamence, Skarmory, and Altaria. I'm not gonna look a lot into this because I pretty much don't know at this stage which Pokemon he's gonna be using. But one thing I know for sure is that Latias is gonna destroy his team single-handedly, and I'm gonna use Psychic as a backup. The sheet is pretty useful, especially for those that can be predicted. And as you can see, he leads with Altaria. Altaria is just gonna get murdered by Ice Beam, and that's it. And Salamence is also gonna get destroyed by another Ice Beam. Alright, that was a good battle. I didn't even have to look up a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that I'm gonna be using spreadsheet only for those that I'm not too sure about. But yeah, okay, well let's see. Beauty Anya. Anya, if I remember correctly, the only Pokemon that are on her move pool are evolutions, and she uses set 1 to 4 of each and every one of them. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this sheet, and as you can see, Anya, and as you can see in here, Anya uses Vaporeon 1, Jolteon 1, Flareon, just as I showed you here. Okay, so now we know that she emphasizes defense and special defense. Vaporeon and Umbreon are kinda suck. Vaporeon and Umbreon kinda suck together because it means that I'll have to play Suicune and I'll have to stall it out. It's probably gonna be fucking awful. It's gonna take long, but yeah, we're gonna use Suicune and I'm gonna use Sluggy as a backup because I don't think Latias has no business going in here. And even if it's Vaporeon in the middle, then I can stall it out. Okay, there we go. First mon, it's Flareon. I'm gonna get substitute because I want to avoid the sand attack variant, and as you can see, we know that it's Curse. Alright, so I'm just gonna update for a little while. I'm just gonna go back into the shit. We know that the Flareon revealed Curse, so this one's it. We know that it's Flareon 2. We know that this one has Double Edge and Attract, so it can't do anything to Suicune on that aspect. So, Umbreon and Vaporeon are... We know that it's not going to be Vaporeon free, so that's discarded. At least I know that it's not the one that can Battle Pass, so nothing bad. Alright, so going back into the battle. I think I'm just gonna go for the Surf KO because there's no point on... Okay, so she had Vaporeon. Okay, not the most terrible thing that happened. I'm just gonna stall out the Vaporeon because I can't hurt it anyways, but it's crucial for me to stall it out of power points because in the end, it's gonna be an awful job, mind you. This is gonna be super long. Okay, so I decided to go Roar. Okay, let's go back into the shit because we know the Vaporeon set. Considering that it showed Roar, and we know it's Vaporeon 1 here. So we know that we're up against the damage Flareon 2. We also know that it's Vaporeon 1. Now, the most important thing is calculating on whether Slacking can actually KO this. So I'm gonna put it on the calculator. I'm just gonna show you here, Vaporeon 1. And yeah, just look at this, beautiful. Beautiful. Double Edge gets the KO in here, so it worked even better, because I don't have to stall it out. I'm just gonna Double Edge. It worked in my favor, and that's perfect. I'm gonna stay in here because I absolutely do not care. I don't care about the Quick Claw. I don't care about anything with Flareon. It's weakened, it's gonna KO. Okay, that was pretty nice. Okay, so the next opponent is Wilson. Okay, now this is a much more balanced team. We're gonna go into the sheet again. Wilson. And Wilson, as you can see in here on the sheet, Wilson uses set 4. And we know that from his team he had Metagross, Swampert, and Gyarados. So the good thing is that we actually know exactly which is the sets that he's using. So we know that this is gonna be Metagross 4. This one has Shadow Ball. We know that it's Gyarados 4 and it's Swampert 4. Okay, so sorry, didn't load any shit. But yeah, we know that. We know that all of this are set for. Okay, so big question. Who's gonna show first? I believe that Latias is gonna be my most logical option here, and I'm gonna use Suicune as a backup. Why? Because Suicune is gonna beat Swampert and Metagross on the back. I can switch into Meter Mash if needed, and I think that Latias can set up quite easily on the Gyarados and the Swampert. So I think that yes, this is my best lineup against Wilson. Alright, there we go. So it's Metagross on the first, but I brought Suicune for this. Okay, the nice thing is that this Metagross has no explosion. Okay, so it got me the quick claw. Okay, I had to sleep. Probably wish. Okay, didn't got an attack increase. That's it. That's good. I'm just gonna go for surfing here. No point. Go for another surf, and that came out great. Great. I don't think it doesn't even matters. Now let me see at what range I'm gonna calculate, because we know that it's Swamp at 4 and Latias 4. Okay, so yep, Psychic should do more than enough. Alright, so yes, Psychic should do more than enough in here at this point, so I'm just gonna Psychic. And there we go, game. Alright, so Kali. We're gonna look her up on the sheet. We know that she has an Espion, a Satu. Wow, just look at this. Look at how many ridiculous sets. Just look at the ridiculous amount of sets that she has, and she also has an Articuno. Yeah, I don't think that. We're just gonna go back into the description. The Dark Horse, good at storing then losing power. Emphasizes speed and the special attack. So we're just gonna try to predict the sets. Speed and special attack means that it's most likely one of these three Espion. It can be any of these. Speed and special attack could be this Satu, most likely. It could also be Satu free. So I'm just gonna highlight it. Speed and special attack. Okay, so it could also be this one. I think that it fits the description. Good at storing then losing power. Okay, so we should just go ahead and see. Without overthinking, this is just gonna be a sucking game. And then I'm just gonna go Suicune in case Articuno shows up. I also believe that Latias could be a decent matchup, but I'm just gonna go a little bit safe from the safe side, and I'm just gonna go Suicune. Okay, so Satu is the first Mon, and this is gonna die to a Shadow Ball. Just like that. Do I want to Psych off? Yep, because I have Suicune in the back. Don't beat Bright Powder, don't miss, and there we go. Psyching clean the tournament again. That's why I love Psyching so much. Psyching is just really amazing. Okay, so we could go back again. Okay, so I'm just gonna go again. Alright, so we're gonna go. Alright, so we're gonna look her up again. Beauty PAIGE. I believe that PAIGE only uses a very specific set. Okay, so Sish uses set 1 to 4 and neglects speed. Okay, that's really telling. Venusaur, Walrein, Ludicolo. Okay, so we know that she neglects speed so far. So it definitely doesn't have to be any... Okay, so I'm just looking into the possibilities. Really not a lot of information available. Neglect speed could also mean that it's a possible Walrein 1, Walrein 4. It could be any of those. Venusaur, Ludicolo are tested set up, but this is gonna be a complicated matchup. However, fortunately for matchups like this in which you don't know exactly what to do, the best thing to do is just send Slacking, and then I'm gonna have Suicune because in case that it's Ludicolo 4, I can have it on the back. Okay, so we're gonna go. Slacking is gonna pick a KO here, guaranteed, and it's Walrein. Yeah, Walrein. Okay, so it's Protect. Wow. Okay, nice. This is not Hack's Rain. This is really super nice because it's Walrein 1, and this one, it's Suicune's personal bitch. And this is even perfect. I'm just gonna set up a comment because I know that you're not gonna... And I know that you're not gonna... You're just gonna spam Protect. You're not gonna use Hail. Doesn't really matter. I don't really care. Just gonna set up on you. I don't give a damn. You can spam Protect all what you want. For me, it's even better. The more Protect power points that you burn, even better. And Suicune, this beast, it's on +6. There we go, nice, a crit. And it's Ludicolo, and I give absolutely no fucks. Okay. Pretty 100% certain. Okay, nice. Didn't even came up as Ludicolo 4, so that's even better. This one is Ludicolo 1 or 2, any of those, because both of them I think that won Thunder Punch, but that doesn't matter. So you can just win the matchup nicely. Okay, so we know that it's Gideon. Okay, team with top class potential, uses startling and disruptive moves, neglect attack. Okay, so we're gonna go into the tournament tree. I probably should have done this a little bit earlier. Gideon won't use an earthquake. Doesn't really tell me a lot. Sceptile, Meganium, Swampert. Let's see. Let's look him up. Okay, it doesn't really tell me a lot. But one thing, it's 100% clear. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time looking up a lot on Gideon's set. As you can see, set 1 to 4 starters. But one thing is 100% certain. Latias wins this match, and so does Slacking. And Swampert is a chosen mon, and that's even perfect. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty nice. A free KO. Yeah, the nice thing is that because this Swampert has reduced IVs up to 3, I only need a +4 to KO it. There we go. And I outspeed the Sceptile as well. There we go. Nice. The Sceptile is gone. Okay, so Ruin Maniac Hugo. As you can see, Scalably, Metagross, Aerodactyl. So I'm gonna look it up again. Ruin Maniac Hugo. Scalamary, Metagross, and Aerodactyl. The only question remains on Skarmory, Metagross, Aerodactyl. As you can see from the description, the candidate to finish first emphasizes HP and attack. Okay, that's really interesting. Emphasizes HP and attack for Skarmory. It's most likely this one, Skarmory 4. Emphasizes HP and attack. It could be one of these Metagross. And it could also mean Choice Band Aerodactyl. Basically, I'm just like sort of trying to predict which are the sets. It's more likely for this Calm to be a Quick Claw holder than Metagross is. So I'm gonna play this game based on that. Okay, so the plan, it's pretty simple. We use Latias and Suicune in the back, because if it's the same Metagross lead again, I'm 100% confident that a Metagross. It's not Quick Claw. Ah, okay, perfect. It's the double teamer. The double teamer has nothing to do against me. I'm just gonna set up all the way to +6 until I can KO it, because I only need one attack. And wasting my attacks while I'm not fully boosted, while I'm unable to one hit KO it, it's not gonna be good. Of course, I could set up for less, but I think this is possibly the best way to deal with double teamers. You boost yourself all the way onto your +6 and you KO them. Suicune's sub is gonna survive all of those attacks and not gonna care a lot. Yeah, even if it gains Meteor Mash boost, I don't really care. And there we go. We landed a hit, that's all what it matters. And there's the Skarmory. And yes, the Skarmory had a Quick Claw. As predicted. Okay, so there we go. Skarmory fainted. Okay, so cool trainer beans. This one's definitely gonna be Pita. Salaman's Latios matchup. That's a very balanced team, but let's go into the sheet what it says. Okay, so far we're gonna go into just description again. Prefers tactics that rely on luck. Emphasizes attack. Okay, so we know that so far. We're just gonna look it up. It's most likely the... Okay, so after looking it up, it could be very likely that it could be this one, prefers tactics that rely on luck, double team I believe. I'm not 100% certain of the text flavor, but something tells me that it could be this one. It could also be an extremely haxy set. We know that he emphasizes attack, so it could be very likely that it could be the physical Latios. It's most likely that for certain. And then the Bright Powder, I'm not certain. Salamence is just so unpredictable. Okay, so Salamence, Latios. I kind of want to carry Sakin in the back. I also want to carry Latios, but let's see. If it's Machamp, I think Sakin still KOs. If it's Salamence, am I gonna risk get him giving it a +1? That's the thing. That's the most important thing that I have to decide upon. Yeah, I think that going Latias is the safest thing to do. Because I don't want to get Sakin intimidated. Oh, as you can see, Latias is the first one. Okay, Ice Beam. Okay, nice. That was a Thunder Wave Latios. There we go. Ice Beam is gonna take care of this Salamence. Nice, another tournament won. Alright, let's go for another one. Alright, so Battle Girl, Elena, Nicolette's special defense. So I suppose. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. Okay, so far we know that Elena, Nicolette's special defense, Charizard. Okay, so Nicolette's special defense does not necessarily mean that it has a minus special defense nature, but it just means that she doesn't embed on the stat at all. So it could be any of these sets, to be honest, but at least it gives me a little bit of comfort knowing that there's not a lot to pick up from, especially in the first matchup. So the most important takeaway from this is that Latias in the lead is the most safest thing to do. Or no, I probably could have carried so you can. Alright, I'm just gonna set up a Calm Mind. Okay, there we go. It's a physical one with Dragon Dance and Bright Powder, and it didn't miss, so that's perfect. I know that Pyrocross is not gonna carry that item. I'm just gonna go into Slacking under predicted Shadow Ball. Oh my god, seriously? Okay, there we go. Okay, so Dario. Okay, so Dario, we're gonna have to look him up. His emphasized special attack, skill upsetting foes emotionally. If I'm being honest with you, I don't like the description a lot. We know that his team is Latios, Lobro, Alakazam. Alright, so skill and inflaming foes and emphasize special attacks, so all the Alakazams always invest on the special attack, doesn't really matter. On Slowbro sets, it could be this one, Modest. And on Latios, I think that it could be anything among the first 4 sets. Now we're gonna go into the tournament tree. Let's just go into the tournament tree and see. Video won't use Serve. Okay, doesn't really tell us a lot. We're just gonna go ahead. Slowbro. Once again, the party is Latios, Slowbro, Alakazam. And one thing super in common, one of the easiest things to do is just go Slacking. And then we're gonna go Latios in the back. Because Slacking is just gonna kill everything with a Shadow Ball. That's it. Okay, there we go. Alakazam. I'm gonna go down to the Shadow Ball. And the Latios is there. I'm gonna switch into Latias because I can later revenge kill. Okay, you know. Just look at that, within reason. That was a little bit unlucky. But Shell Ball is possibly less of your concerns. Double Edge. And there we go. Alright, so Pokemaniac Mark. Gyarados, Blissey, Lapras. Oh my god. Just look at this Cancer team. Gyarados, Blissey, and Lapras. That's possibly the most cancerous, one of the most cancerous teams. I think that I had a matchup on one of my previous streak where I faced Sailor with both Diogon. No, it was Lapras and Walrein. But yeah, this is pretty close to Cancer. Okay, so yeah, it's impossible to forget Lapras, Blissey, and we know that the last one is Gyarados. Lapras matchups are always a little bit difficult. We know that he emphasizes on the special attacks, so I'm gonna bet that this is gonna be Lapras full for that same reason. Blissey does not invest on special attacks, so this has to be Gyarados 2 and Lapras 4. Okay, so that's pretty much what I can guess. It should be this Lapras set, and it should be Gyarados because if the Blissey invests on defense, special defense, in order for you to have the pattern of emphasizing special attack, you have to invest fully in that set. So I'm 100% certain that at least it's not the Haxa one, but I mean, I keep forgetting about this cog, so I'm just gonna go. I don't want to bet how much is +1 Thunderbolt just to. Okay, so it does 80 to 95. +1 is not even guaranteed, but at least I know that I can take a KO. I mean, Slacking is gonna kill something anyways. We should actually calculate. I should actually calculate how much damage. Here we go, Intimidate. Okay, as you can see, Slacking, Choice Bandit, Intimidated, Slacking doesn't kill, so we're just gonna go. I think Latias is the most safest thing to do in here because that's only assuming that Gyarados does not KO me. It's gonna be a little bit difficult than that. It's gonna be an extremely difficult matchup, but I think that Latias Slacking is the way to go. Okay, there we go. It's Lapras 4. I know that I can take it KO. Oh, there we go, it's predicted. And no crit, that's perfect. Battle going is plan. And there we go. Yeah, this was an extremely difficult. Yeah, so basically the only thing that this was a more tricky matchup than what you think because I only needed Latias not to take a crit because as long as I'm able to survive that, then Slacking doesn't have to come on a throw on turn and give Gyarados a chance to hex it up. This was Gyarados 4 and and as predicted, this was Lapras 4. Just as we predicted on the sheet because of the description, Lapras 4 and Gyarados 2. Yeah, sorry, it's Gyarados 2. That's the one special attack in one. But yeah, the most important thing was Latias not to lose against that Lapras matchup. This was a pretty risky one. Okay, so Pokemaniac Layton, a sure finalist team. We're gonna look him up again. Okay, so we got Layton. We know that Layton uses set 1 to 4. I also know that he has Bolstering. We know that he has Ursaring, Salamence, and Charizard. Emphasizes special attack. Very likely, this is not going to be a physical Ursaring because there is a special attack in Ursaring set, which is this one. Set free. It could also mean that the Charizard and the Salamence also special attack in sets. does it even matter which one? Not really, but at least we know it's like this Earth Ring. It's Earth Ring free. Salamans, it could be any of this. 170 could also be acceptable. So we're gonna see that. We're gonna check the tournament tree, see if we can scout anything from mob. Okay, Power of One using Fire Blast. Marp One using Thunder. Okay, sorry, I was looking into the wrong thing. Layton won't use an overheat. Okay, so this is actually very telling because this actually means that this is Charizard 4. Okay, so we were able to identify mob won't use an overheat. Okay, doesn't really tell us more than that. Okay, there we go. Mob won't Layton won't using crunch. Okay, so you can see in here on the tournament tree, mob won't using crunch and overheat. Okay, so at least we're narrowing down the options. Salamans and Ursaring are the only ones who can carry crunch. This is pretty much gonna reduce to Salamans 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. And because we know that Ursaring has the Loomberry, then it means that we got Salamans 2, 3. Okay, so I'm 100% convinced of this. Okay, so I look into the moves. Ursaring, we know at least the set. So, in other words, Latias is going to destroy this, and I can bring Slaking comfortably because it's not a troublesome set. Alright, so later I'm just going to start with Salamans, and that's perfect. The perfect start because I know this Salamans doesn't have anything hexy, and this one is Charizard 4, which Thunderbolt is going to KO. That's perfect. Okay, so how many tournaments I have? 38. Let's do 2 more. Okay, so we're gonna go Slacking, Suiking, Latias. We're just gonna... Okay, so Fisherman, Bailey, Cloisters, Tommy, and Lantern. We're just gonna look him up again. Okay, so we know that he is emphasizing speed and special attack. We know that his team is Cloister, Stormy, and Lantern. This is probably going to be very interesting. It could be any of these Cloister sets, but on Stormy it's pretty identifiable. Lantern. This is going to be very interesting, I must say. I'm starting to believe that it could be this exact sets. There are so many Stormy sets that use special attack specs, but since the Lantern is the only one that has special attack and speed, it could be any of these. Not really a lot to tell us about, but at least we have an idea. Lantern, Stormy, and Cloister. The Cloister is a double teamer. The Cloister is a double teamer, so I'm gonna have to carry, but I'm just gonna go with slightly on the hyper offense because I know that Latias can set up on this mons. I'm gonna go a little bit on the offense. Okay, there we go. Lantern is the first mon, and it's gonna die. Confuse Ray. Thunderbolt should KO, and yeah, there we go. That was a simple solution. Okay, so Picnica, Roof, emphasizes HP and attack, willing to risk total disaster on time. I think that's 100% an indication that... Okay, so let's just look it up. We're seeing Gardevoir and Nidoqueen willing to risk total disaster at times. Okay, so the fact that the description said that she was willing to risk total disaster at times, I cannot discard that. It could be any of these Wizen sets. Wizen 3, Wizen 4, because it has Explosion. The Gardevoir set emphasizes HP and attack. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with Wizen 4. It's gonna suck a lot. That focus band is gonna suck a lot. On Nidoqueen's case, it could be any of these sets, but let's just assume that Wizen is the one with the focus band. And on Gardevoir's case, it could be any of these, so it doesn't really matters. We're gonna try to look it up for a tree in case that we can identify a move. Roof 1 using superpower. Okay, that actually narrows down the Nidoqueen set a little bit. It means that this is 100% guaranteed to be Nidoqueen 4, sorry. Okay, so on Gardevoir, there's nothing given. It could be also Nidoqueen 4. Okay, I actually didn't pay attention. It's Gardevoir 4. Roof always uses set 4. So much for not paying attention. Okay, so with that in mind, I know that Gardevoir. I'm just gonna go with Wizen. I'm gonna calculate it as well, just to be sure in case I want to know if Slacking Double Edge is gonna kill Wizen 4. Okay, Double Edge doesn't kill, but Hyper Beam does. It's gonna be embarrassing if it survives, but Latias on the second. It's precisely because of that reason. Now let's see what you lead with, Roof. Okay, there we go. Hyper Beam it to death. I'm just gonna Hyper Beam again. I'm not gonna switch out. Okay, so let's just look back again. Pokemon Breeder, Oscar. Let's just look him up again. Snorlax, Charizard, Starmie. All set 4. Okay, so at least we know that it's Charizard 4. Starmie 4 and Snorlax 4. That Snorlax matchup is not gonna be good. This is gonna be a difficult one because if I lead Slacking on the front, and if it's Snorlax, it's gonna be bad. If I lead Latias, it's gonna be bad as well. It all gonna depend on whether Snorlax is fast or not, and that's gonna be very bad. I also wanted to believe something very important. I believe that Slacking should be the lead for this reason, because I can switch Latias into Starmie or Charizard's attack. I mostly want to avoid at all costs Snorlax having a free turn to curse. There we go. Snorlax is the lead. But Hyper Beam has an 85% chance to take a KO, so I also know that Snorlax 4 has Quick Claw. That's not gonna be good. Okay, let's hope that it doesn't get a curse. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so that went even better than expected because if Snorlax would have been given a quick claw curse, then it would have survived the attack and most likely I would have lost the slacking on this. But at least it all came to the better. Snorlax is just a really huge threat to this team. It's a really huge threat. Okay, so we're gonna go into here, Gentleman Brooks. We're just gonna look back into the spreadsheet. And as you can see, Brooks only uses set 4. That's really nice. Not bad for scouting purposes. Jinx, Charizard, and it's gonna be Shift Tree 4. Does Jinx 4 carries? Okay, so not bad. Jinx does not carry Fake Out, so it's like it's a safe lead in here. The only one that carries Fake Out is Shift Tree. But for that reason, I believe that the best lead is still gonna be Latias. No, Slaking is still gonna be the safest lead, but I'm just gonna use Latias as a backup because of the Jinx. I'd rather have Shift Tree take down because Slaking is gonna kill both the Jinx and the Charizard. So I'd rather have Shift Tree. I prefer Shift Tree to explode on Latias. That's why I'm leading with Slaking. Okay, there we go. Charizard lead, and I'm just gonna double edge, yeah, because that's gonna get another. Okay, Shifter is not gonna Fake Out in here. For what I care, you can explode on me. I don't care. There we go. That was pretty nice. Okay, so this is gonna be the 5th tournament, which is we're gonna face. It just means that we're gonna face Taka. Okay, so Shania is gonna go Skarmory, Aerodactyl, and Explode. Okay, let's just look her up on the sheet. Okay, so we know that Explode is in this pool. Aerodactyl as well, and Skarmory. It can be a reset. It could be whichever. There's no guarantee in this case. But let's just see, has a tough winning pattern, emphasize its attack. Okay, so there's a big emphasis on attack, so I'm just gonna assume that it's gonna be it could be any of these explodes. I do not know for certain. At least on the Skarmory, it could be quick ball. I'm not gonna over. Okay, so I'm not gonna overthink it. I think that most importantly because Latias and Slugging is just gonna kill something. Yeah, in Explod's case, if it's one with attack, it's gonna be the set with Shadow Ball. Okay, there we go. Okay, Aerodactyl dies, and then we gotta Explode. Okay, there we go. The Explode is gonna be dead. For those who are curious, that Explode was Explode 2. I got wrong my prediction, but at least on Skarmory, I don't even know what Skarmory said because it was just dead. It just fell dead. I'm not gonna I didn't overlook this one, so yeah, what matters. Okay, so Swimmerjoy's weak team attacks with powerful low PP moves, emphasize the attack. Okay, that actually helps a lot. Okay, there's another Explode, so I'm not gonna remove it. Okay, so, but we know that there's a Tentacruel. Okay, so a attacks with low PP moves, so I'm 100% convinced that it should be Kangaskhan 4. And it should be Tentacle 4 on the Explode. Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult. But I believe that it's also Explode 4, which is kind of weird because Joyce can use... Okay, I didn't change it. Yeah, that's actually embarrassing. Yeah, okay, that's it for... Yeah, we know that it's guaranteed that this is Joyce team, all of set falls. So we know at least that the Kangaskhan is the one with bright powder that could mess up things a little bit. Explode 4, Tentacle 4, I'm not worried, but most importantly, there's something very important. I don't want Slugging to miss, because that Kangaskhan is going to hurt a lot. What's going to happen in the event of a miss? If I have Latias in the back, Kangaskhan could also go wild with the Shadow Ball. I can take one, but I don't know. Okay, actually, as a matter of fact, I believe that Suicune on the front is going to be the best thing to do. Okay, so she decided to go with Tentacle 4 instead. But you know what? This is even better. Because I can just do this. Substitute, set up Calm Minds. This is even better for me. I'm just gonna set up Calm Minds and to could KO the Tentacle with Slurp. I think that... I don't remember if Slurp does, but it doesn't really matter. I was gonna substitute again. And now let's see what's the on back, and it's Kangaskhan 4. Kangaskhan 4 misses the Mega Kick, but I don't miss the Surf. Even better. This battle came just pep. Okay, so now it's last Chelsea. Big Triple, Jinx, and Skarmory. I'm gonna look it up on the sheet again. Okay, so Josie also uses only set falls. Big Triple, Jinx, and Skarmory. Okay, Big Triple, Jinx, and a Skarmory. Okay, so Big Triple 4, it's the one with bright powder, but at least I know that Skarmory and Jinx are the last threatening sets. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit of a coin toss because, you know, I'm gonna go Slugging first, Latias second. If it's a Skarmory on the lead, then that's completely fine because... Okay, this is bright powder. Okay, perfect. This one has Quick Claw, so I gotta be careful. Okay, so we're gonna go against John Tucker, and the usual plan is always Latias first and Suicune in the back. Suicune in the back is in the case that he leads Metagross. Believe it or not, I had proof that he led with Metagross one time, and that almost cost him the match because Slacking is just gonna sit up always on the fight against Tucker. Because the Metagross has Protect, and Protect messes up Swampert very badly because of Traunt. So basically the strategy in here is just set up all the way to Calm Mind 2+6, and then you kill with Psychic. That's gonna be strong enough to kill it, and then Thunderbolt is gonna take care of the Metagross. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so, well, I was basically hoping to reach a little bit higher, but it doesn't seem that it's going to be because scouting does take a while, it does take a little bit of time, so I hope you guys enjoy. And well, thanks for watching.